Greetings, I'm Geofatboy. I make shaving videos and sell shaving supplies. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving needs. Have a great shave, have a great day. Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for shavenation.com. My YouTube channel is called Shaving and More, right? So let's switch it up a little bit. I won't shave today, but I'll read some of the viewers' comments from the past couple of videos I put out. Last video I did a few shout-outs and I neglected 3 that when I finished I was like, dang, I forgot those 3 out. Let me add those in real quick. So here's 3 quick shout-outs. 1 to Doc. My buddy Doc calls me on the phone. We have some really good conversations. Big USC fan, big Trojans fan. Very well versed in all things. And probably where the name Doc comes from. Rides an Indian. Can't fault him for that. I mean, I'm a Harley guy, but he rides an Indian, so that's all right. Also owns a bird. I forget what kind of bird, but it's one of those big birds, you know, tropical type birds. And he's a genius who actually can't resist giving me a hard time whenever he gets a chance. So give him props for that. And then we got 90 Ranger XLT from the very beginning, I think, like way back in the day. He's from the Great White North, and he and his children, they watch Uncle Geo on the big screen TV. So I appreciate that. Big shout out. Say hi to everybody there in the Great White North. What's up, kids? How you doing? The kids might be 20 years old by now. I don't know. I'm not sure. And last but not least, it's a mathematics thing. From the UK all the way back to day 1 just about in 2010. He and his nephew, big fans of the videos. I greatly appreciate that. Hope all is well. All right, that being said, let's get to this now. Thomas P. says, way to go, Geo. I've appreciated all of your videos. They are the main tutorial I have used since I started using a safety razor 3 or 4 months ago. I still haven't got it down yet, but the unopened 24 pack of cartridges remains in my bathroom closet. To that I say, persistence is key, Thomas. Don't give up. Mike C. Thanks for all the videos. Here's wishing you a fabulous Nick-free 2020. Love it. Peter H. says, well, I've really enjoyed it and it has taught me a lot, which in turn I have passed on to others who are now addicted to wet shaving. Plus, it's been very enjoyable and entertaining, Geo. I hope your empire grows. Thank you, Peter. From your mouth to God's ears. Alan L. says, I love your videos. You are the biggest reason I purchased the Merkur 34C and Feather Artist Club SS stainless steel razor. I love them both. Thank you for your videos. By the way, your skills with all variety of razors are amazing. Happy New Year. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say that. John G says, there wasn't that much babbling, not like some of the other shave videos. Those half-hour jobs, really, I cannot stand, to be honest. Anyway, all the best for the new year, Geo. No comment. Anthony P. In my opinion, you are onto a winning formula. I have been watching your videos for around 8 years and apply the techniques that you have shown us on a nearly daily basis. Approximately 2,500 wet shaves using our methods so far. Your how to shave against the grain, irritation free and baby smooth, I'll put a link up there, you can watch that one, edition has definitely helped me to achieve my best results. Thanks for the shaving education. Best wishes for 2020 and beyond. P.S. When did you last nick yourself? Well, to be honest, I think it was about a week ago. FF says, always a pleasure to hear good motivating words from you, Geo. We can feel what you want us to feel, and you make it seem so right and easy. That smile in all of your videos tells it by itself. Wish you the best. Cheers, man. Thank you. Johnny T. Geo, how have you been? This is a clear example of hard work and perseverance in what you do. Work hard and with passion is a formula for success. This incredible country is made of people who have worked hard for their dreams and passions. I hope you never forget your ideals. That way you will not fail. Happy New Year. Thank you, Johnny. David B. I can smell the sandalwood from here. Thanks, Geofatboy. He says GFB, Geofatboy, for being the man you are. I appreciate that. Tie-dyed hair says, congrats to 10 years. I went from searching for a 20-blade razor thinking more was better. Now I just use safety razors or a Dovo shavette. Getting a way better shave all from your store and videos. Thanks for the great content, and here is to another 10 years. Joel L. These are valuable pearls you're giving out, Geo. Good stuff. And I agree. Don't listen or give the haters any energy or light of day. Keep them in the dark. Continue on with your head high, my friend. You're an inspiration. Happy New Year's and best wishes to you and yours. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Dead Souls says, I'm a recent convert to DE shaving. I wasted 25 years on cartridges, and you have been one of the most helpful channels for advice. Thank you, and Happy New Year from Scotland. Pat P says, the Italian in me would want to call a couple of homeboys and go pay him a visit, but these days you just have to call the police. It reminds me of the scene in the movie The Town. I love that movie. Ben Affleck, Jeremy Renner. Jeremy is sitting in his room, in his apartment in the dark, watching TV. Ben Affleck bursts through the door, and he goes, I need your help. I can't tell you what it is, and you can never ask me about it later. We're going to hurt some people. Jeremy Renner looks up and he says, whose car are we going to take? Sergey says, in my country, Ivan and Oleg would come to visit him and manage it in a few minutes. Reminds me of another movie, Boondock Saints. The big Russian guys at the bar. And what do the boys say? And shepherds we shall be for thee, my Lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand. Our feet may swiftly carry out thy commands. So we shall flow a river forth to thee, and teeming with souls shall it ever be. In nomine Patri et Filii Spiritus Sancti. Great movie. Corey A. says, the Shave Mafia is coming to New York, Anthony. Mark B. says, do not worry at all about babbling. You have accomplished one of the most difficult things to do in this country. Start a small business. Not only have you made it a success, but it is family run as well. Over the years, you have helped tens of thousands of people get into the world of wet shaving. It can be safely stated that you have earned the right to babble. So Happy New Year to you, your family, and of course, Shave Nation. Here's looking at the next decade. Thank you, Mark. That's awesome. A different Mark B says, sorry, but the decade ends on December 31st next year. The first year of the decade was 2011, and the 10th and final year of the decade is 2020. Thank you for that clarification. Here's a couple other quick ones. You look like a thin Dave Coulier from Full House. What? Wait, I don't look like John Stamos? Come on. Here's another one. You look like Paul Rudd. I'd take that as long as it's not Paul Rudd in Ant-Man. I'd rather be Paul Rudd in Clueless with Alicia Silverstone. Seems like it would be more fun. William K. says, Geofatboy's next career, motivational speaker. Thank you, William. Sergey, another Sergey, he says, these are some of the best Geo's quotes that must be carved in the stone. Greetings, gents. Clear the runways. Rock and roll with your razor. Nice and smooth. The infinity maneuver or figure eight. And last but not least, have a great shave. Have a great day. Cheers. Who drinks coffee at 4 in the afternoon? That's right.